Hello guys, and welcome to another First Impressions video. And Advance Wars 1 plus 2 Reboot Camp is finally here. And yeah, it's been quite a while since the last Advance Wars game. Over 15 years, in fact, since the last game released on the DS in 2008. And we've also been waiting a while for this remake, as it was announced nearly 2 years ago. Like, we've gone through a lot of delays. Like, there was that first delay delaying the game from December 2021 to April 2022. It'd been the delay because of real-world events and everything that was quite a long wait. Because we had to wait until the February Direct this year until we got an actual release date. And over that time, there were some really weird things that happened. I think, like, the game got leaked, and it was, like, leaked around the time it was originally supposed, or after the first delay, like, around April 2022, and, like, maintenance updates randomly popped up for it online. And, yeah, there was, like, a little bit of footage that leaked, I think, but it's finally here. And kind of cool and kind of surreal seeing an Advance Wars release in 2023 and on the Switch and everything. I know that's a series that a lot of people have been waiting for quite a while. I know there's a lot of dormant Nintendo series like F-Zero, Golden Sun, different series like that, but Advance Wars was definitely one of them. The Advance Wars in Wars series was definitely a staple, like, at least in Japan, between, like, the Famicom up until the DS and Wii. And then in North America and Europe, we got the Advance Wars on Game Boy Advance, and then the DS, and then Battalion Wars on the GameCube and Wii. So that lasted until 2008, and then after 2008, there really wasn't another game since. So it's great to see that the series is finally back with 1 plus 2 Reboot Camp, and this was actually my first time experiencing this series. And yeah, so far, it's really fun. And I definitely get why so many people have been wanting Advance Wars to return. Like, the gameplay is really engaging here. Like, it's just, like, the strategy aspects of it are really fun. Like, it's kind of comparable to Fire Emblem, because I have played a single Fire Emblem game before this, Fire Emblem Engage, and there are some similarities between this and the Fire Emblem series, but I feel like it leans more into the strategy aspect of it than the RPG aspect, because it really isn't an RPG, it's more of just a strategy game in general. So yeah, and I actually kind of prefer it to Fire Emblem so far, because I just kind of like the flow of the gameplay better, with, like, capturing different cities and managing the different units and everything, and managing kind of generally more units than you would in Fire Emblem. At least that's what I'm getting from my impressions of this. And even though some battles can last for a little while, I feel like it definitely does feel very pick up and play-esque, due to the fact that it was originally on a handheld and everything, so it kind of has that fast-paced strategy to it. Like, I mean, it's kind of one of the vibes that I'm getting here. It's like, I mean, sure, it still is like strategy and everything, but, like, you can kind of manage things fairly quickly here, and it feels very, like, intuitive the way you kind of control everything. And yeah, I just really like kind of managing all of the units here. Like, there's, like, a lot of different units, like the infantry, mech, recon, tank, medium tank, APC, artillery, rocket, anti-air, missiles, different things like that. And yeah, I'm just really enjoying it so far. And it's just like the gameplay loop is just very satisfying overall. And yeah, I'm just really enjoying it. It doesn't really have, like, the story really isn't too in-depth. Like, if you're comparing it to Fire Emblem would obviously be the one with more story, but this is more heavily focused on, like, the strategy aspects here, which I kind of appreciate. Like, I can definitely see, like, the ways that they they kind of lean into the aspects and everything, and kind of lean into its different mechanics, are just really fun overall. Like, there's the different CO powers that you can use. Like, for example, like Andy has one where you can like repair your units like quickly and everything. So yeah, I'm just really enjoying it so far, and I also really like the art style as well. The presentation throughout is really good. Like, the music is excellent. Like, I really like the remixes of like the songs from the older games, and I really like how it flows in between like the battle animations and like the map. And yeah, I like with the art style with the gameplay, I think it looks pretty good. Like, it kind of reminds me of Link's Awakening a little bit. Um but I kind of like that. I kind of like that aspect. It kind of seems like Nintendo in Way Forward were purposefully trying to kind of drift away from the more like horror side of it. I mean, obviously it's about war, but I think they're kind of trying to drift away from the and kind of move away from the more like things that can kind of be perceived as violent or controversial. And I think that's kind of fine, like, and understandable due to like real world events and the fact that this game is E10 plus, and Nintendo really doesn't want to be controversial about things and everything. I mean, sometimes on like games like JRPGs or their T-rated games like Xenoblade or Metroid, I feel like they don't really mind going into some of those darker aspects there, but Advance Wars kind of slightly parallels like more realistic things a little more. I mean, it's not really realistic, but it's like it kind of resembles things that would be like in real life. So I guess they're kind of trying to move away from that aspect with that art style. So that's completely understandable. But I like it. I like the style there. I kind of like the more kind of cartoony style with the and kind of toy-esque style with the gameplay, and also the animations and the character designs for the different COs and the other characters and the opponents looked pretty cool as well. Like, seeing the different characters like Andy, Max, and Sammy. They all have really cool designs. It kind of seems like they're like updated and upgraded versions of their artwork from the original games. It looks really nice. There's a really nice intro animation at the beginning, and the characters have a lot of animations like in the gameplay, like with their little window in the corner. So I think it's really cool, and there's also some voice acting as well, which is very nice. And yeah, the presentation of this game is great. So yeah, overall, I'm really enjoying it so far, and so far I definitely recommend it. So yeah, anyways, thank you guys for watching this video. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more, and make sure to check out my Discord server if you want to. Goodbye.